in a greenhouse around the corner, finding energy solutions. Just around the corner is where it's all happening.
Welcome to A Greenhouse Around the Corner. I'm your host, Trisha Zima. We're traveling the country looking for sustainable community centres, and for the most part we've found energy efficient ideas tacked onto existing buildings in ways you could do with your own home. Today's episode is different. This place was built from scratch to set new standards in energy efficient design. We're at the Peppermint Grove precinct in Western Australia, and this building is a veggie burger with the lot. Solar power and wind turbines are just the beginning. We're talking a geothermal air circulation system, automated window blinds, and advanced insulation technologies. Everything from the window treatments to the garden is built with sustainability in mind, based on community need. Of course, being near Perth, it gets pretty hot, but this building stays between 20 and 24 degrees all year round. Let's take a closer look. Join us as we explore this greenhouse around the corner.
The Peppermint Grove precinct is a shared facility between the town of Mosman Park, town of Cottesloe and the Shire of Peppermint Grove. The facility has been shared for 30 odd years. The three bodies decided to renew their association, and there was an overwhelming response for an iconic building for the area, for the western suburbs, and also one that incorporated our environmentally sustainable features. And there's quite a number of them, and I'll run through them briefly if I may. Good eco-architecture, a geothermal heat exchange system for the air conditioning of the building, thermal maze was incorporated, solar panels, wind turbines. There was also the gardens played an important part, so there were lots of native shrubs and landscaping involved. In terms of the sustainable features of the Grove, two of the most outstanding features so far have been the solar panels. Originally they were envisaged as more a demonstration feature, and that they would have a 19 or 20 year payback. Due to increased demand and also increased electricity prices, the payback period is now under 12 years. The second, and perhaps one of the most important features, was the geothermal re-injection system. It's an open loop system that is used instead of a conventional air conditioning system. The other two features would be the well above building code standards of insulation, as well as the window treatments and the automatic blind system. So they went to quite an extent to satisfy the community's desire, a very strong desire, for a building that had a very low carbon footprint. We have double the population using the library that never used it before, and lots of students using it after school. And they all have laptops, iPads, iPhones, so all these devices are consuming power, and it's all laid on gratis for the community. There is now a community centre where there wasn't one before, and that has a turnover of about 17,000 visitors a year. When this building was completed in 2010, it was received a number of awards, and it was by far and away the most environmentally sustainable building, not only in Western Australia but probably in Australia at that time.
We installed the blinds integrated with the building management system here at the Grove precinct. The blind that contributes mostly to the ecological sustainability of the building is the silver screen blind, which has an aluminium backing impregnated onto the back of it, which reflects 77% of the solar gain through the window back out again. So it contributes significantly to reducing the load on the cooling towers and energy consumption of the building. The block-out blind at the rear allows them to have privacy at night time and during meetings. It also reduces the energy cost because letting the natural light through means that you don't need as much artificial light in the room. It is integrated with the BMS system, which is a building management system. It automatically puts the blinds up and down to limit the human involvement and make sure that they're down when the sun's strongest on that facade of the building. The savings to the total energy cost with these roller blinds, it ranges from 10 to 20%. This technology is not only useful in a commercial application, it's also useful at home for residential application. A lot of people are finding that their houses are heating up. They're using the aircon a lot. They're finding that their aircon's not particularly effective. You might not necessarily need the dual roller blind system in your house. The screens might be particularly effective in an area for you, such as living areas where you don't need that blockout aspect, and the blockouts might be a little more effective in your bedrooms and other living areas. There's cost-effective ways to get systems like this into your own house. They also are recyclable as well, so the life cycle of this product extends beyond the product itself. The aluminium componentry in the base rail and the head rail can both be recycled, and the fabric can be returned back to the manufacturer, and they recycle that as a added benefit of purchasing their product that gets sent to Holland. It gets milled down and reproduced into other recycled fabrics which come back and become blinds in someone else's window. Having a product like this in the Grove development and other projects like it is very important in terms of contributing towards the public knowledge of this product, how effective it is. It also contributes towards the client's Green Star rating.
Did you know they've invented a device that lets you see through walls? It's called a window. Windows let light and nice views into a room, but unfortunately with all that light comes heat. So you can save a lot of cash on your cooling bill just by taking care of your windows. Here's a few ideas. First up, if you can get some shade on your windows, the battle's half won. Trees, shrubs, vines, overhanging eaves, verandas and awnings can all help. And if you're thinking about trees, make them deciduous so they drop their leaves and let the sun through in wintertime. East and west facing windows can let a lot of morning and afternoon heat in. If you notice this happening, think about a reflective coating. There's some great products out there that can bounce out almost all the heat while still letting you see through. And there's temporary products you can Velcro on in the summer and pull off in the winter, when a bit of warmth is welcome. Then there's blinds and curtains. The bigger and the heavier, the better. Better still, if you can get blinds made from reflective materials, they'll bounce the heat back out. If you've got the cash, double glazed windows with an argon filling between the layers are the bee's knees. For a much cheaper option, there are do-it-yourself kits that give a similar effect. If you don't mind the looks and you're on a shoestring budget, think about taping some bubble wrap over the windows. It actually does a pretty good job. Windows offer you lots of ways to bring your energy costs under control. Visit our website for more ideas.